You get hurt in positions you never train. Your training is controlled. You pick the load, the angle, the speed, and the floor is always flat. And that's what makes it work. But your body only adapts to what you actually give it. So anything outside that window has never been trained at all. And life doesn't check your program first. Your strength is real. It's just strength in captivity. These 4 movements take it outside. Now the first one might be the least trained position in the world, and it's the one you need most the day you slip. Now when you go down, your hands shoot behind you, and that's a crab. Almost nothing in normal life or normal training ever loads your hands behind your body with force. So the first time most people's bodies meet that position is the fall itself. Yes, I'm aware you don't want to actually fall and land on your hands like this, but it happens. This one's hard at first for everyone, and really that's the point. I just want you to start by getting into the position and marching in place. Feel the weight move hand to hand and foot to foot. And that pressure awareness is the actual skill. Then you can move on to the regular variation where you're going forward and backward. It doesn't have to look like this. The intent is what matters. Your hands are loaded behind you and weight shifting under control. Now, Jarlo Ilano, G&B co-founder and doctor of physical therapy, has said, 2 people with the same ankle sprain and similar strength can have completely different recoveries. And the difference is whose body was conditioned for awkward positions. For example, I broke my ankle in 2016, and decades of falling practice made the landing and the recovery a lot better than a break like that usually goes. I'm going to cover that later in our last movement, but for now, let's look at catching ourselves when we fall forward. For example, tripping on the stairs with your hands out and your arms suddenly holding your body weight. The bear trains that catch, plus the cross-body coordination that every reactive movement runs on. So start off by pushing away from the floor and drive your hips up into the air. The connection from fingers to shoulder blades is the thing being built here. If you can't get your heels down to the floor or your shoulders open, that's fine. I just want you to drive those hips up into the air. That's the main point, because that reach and push are the main things to focus on. And make sure to practice going backward too. The backward bear is where most people find that gap immediately. Next off, we have the sideways step. Now, this could be a curb at a weird angle and the quick lateral move to catch a kid or dodge someone on the sidewalk. The monkey trains lateral weight shift and moving your upper and lower body independently, which is what direction change actually is. And you don't need to have a deep squat to get the benefit, so don't worry about the height of your hips. The main thing is how your body shifts. So feel that where the weight moves to the hands, then your legs travel and the weight comes back into place. That's the real focus here. Once you get comfortable with that, go ahead and try out the long leg variation to exaggerate the shift and really feel it. An extra 5 pounds on your shoulder press isn't really going to change your daily life. Moving quick and easy when your kid bolts at the beach, saying yes to a spontaneous hike, or being able to get up and down without negotiating with your body does. That's where this stuff shows up. Our last one is a stumble and catch. And this is where weight has to move from feet to hands and back really fast. And the Frogger trains fast load transfer between your lower and your upper body, with your core coordinating front to back. Now the focus here is to feel your abs and your lower back working together on that hop when you're doing the Frogger. And that's the coordination being built, so go slow with it. I want you to also pay attention to where the weight is in your hands and your feet as you shift. That sensory detail is great skill practice. If you're having trouble with your wrists, you can turn your fingers out to the side, and also don't worry about how deep you go into your squat. Just the practice itself is going to help you get better with it. And you can also try out the straight leg variation to feel the transfer even more. And it feeds into hand balancing later if you ever want that. Add these moves for 1 minute each a few times a week before or after your regular training.